I spent a large part of my childhood in India. So when I look at all this new technology, all of this exciting stuff that's being done, for someone like me, I actually see a lot more application in that part of the world because the systems don't work as well. There's not the same level of trust in institutions and governance. Right now, we can take a fresh new shot at solving these problems that have really held hundreds of millions, if not billions of people back for decades. And that's what really excites me about Tezos. Hi, I'm Vishak. I'm one of the co-founders of Cryptonomic. So every time you talk about new technology, the cynical people always point out, well, things never truly change. But what we posit is what's truly changed is, in some sense, there is finally a level playing field because of technology. The mobile phone revolution has resulted in people everywhere having a very powerful computing device in their hands. So in that sense, it doesn't matter where you are from or who you are able to participate in this technology platform on an even playing field. So imagine a world where you're an Ethiopian coffee farmer. You rely on this really complex supply chain, you rely on your local intermediaries, and maybe there's 20 hops of people between you and all these wonderful coffee shops we have next to our office in Bushwick. So maybe some of those hops go away. Maybe the coffee farmer might actually be able to directly interact with local businesses in Bushwick. Maybe collectives of coffee farmers can interact with collectives of coffee shops. So that really is the promise of this new technology.
One of the most exciting things about building a Tezos is that Tezos has really vibrant and involved community. You could take a look. There's, for example, all this baking and delegation happens, right? And it happened almost right away. There were all these services ready to start up. The reason why this happened is because Tezos has the right crypto economic incentives set up, and this is by design. And when you have something like that, you end up designing products not just for a couple of whales, but you're designing products more for a general user. In all of these advanced features have to be simplified and made accessible. And I think from the user experience perspective, that's one of the most exciting things because you get to solve these more complex problems.
Using our wallet, our users are able to store their Tezos. They're allowed to send their funds to other people around the world. They are able to delegate their funds, and hopefully, shortly, they will be able to bake through just using one single platform.
First, we want to really lower the barrier to entry for developers because we're building tools that make it easy to interact with Tezos blockchain. You don't even have to look at it as a blockchain. So basically, tools for development, tools for deployment, so you could do it in an easy, secure, and decentralized manner. So that's one part of it. And the other part of it, because we have this foundation, we're able to build user-facing tools such as the wallet that we're working on much faster, easier, and in a much more secure manner.
For us as a company, we are fascinated by the radical experiment in global self-governance that is represented by Tezos. Something like this has never been done before. There's been a lot of talk about on-chain governance using blockchains and such, but we really think this is the first time it's being done in a substantial manner. And this is important because it's almost a cliche, but the world really has shrunk. You can really talk to people from any country in the world. As a company, we work with people from every continent in the world. We have people in 7 countries right now that we work with. So these barriers are coming down. At the same time, there's a lot of resistance, right? People are trying to put up walls. Due to many reasons, it's hard to trade with people in another country or to have not just economic interactions, but social and political interactions. So by allowing coordinated behavior through global self-governance, maybe we can overcome some of these barriers and truly allow people to work with each other all around the world. This grant by the Tezos Foundation comes in a really timely manner because we had all our plans already, but this really allows us to build it in an accelerated way, in a more scalable way, because no matter who you are, whether you're a developer or a user, you'll be able to take advantage of all this work because instead of waiting 3 to 6 months for our tools to roll out, you can start working with us now. You can start building your decentralized apps. You can start working with our wallet. It's a benefit to the entire ecosystem. Every problem that we solve is a problem that hundreds of developers or users don't have to. The technical underpinnings of Tezos are actually quite elaborate and complicated, but thanks to the Tezos Foundation and this grant, we can help you get started with this with really simple developer tools and user interfaces so you can be a full participant in the Tezos ecosystem.